Hola, buenos dias. This is Carpaccio with the weekly Pele report. Oh yeah. Today is October 28th of 2015, and I just want to give you a little perspective from outer space here, because what we can see is this great lineup: Jupiter, Mars, Venus, the Earth, and we'll move it along here and we'll see the moon is going to be coming around too. But as of yesterday, the 27th, Venus was exactly opposite Chiron. And it's just a shame that the software doesn't show Chiron. It's got Ceres, okay, but it doesn't have in Maki and Amaya, but it doesn't have Chiron. Chiron is right about here. Yeah. This is the orbit of Saturn, that little line there that you can see. And this here is Uranus. And Chiron's orbit goes in between Saturn and Uranus. So right now, Chiron is very close to the orbit of Saturn. So this opposition would say that Chiron is right there. So it was actually opposite Mars on the 23rd, opposite Venus the 27th, and it's going to be opposite Jupiter on November 3rd. So this is this is really very important, because I'm going to be talking about this a lot today. And what you can see here is this lineup that we have of Jupiter, Mars, and Venus is going to be going on for quite some time. Let me just get the clock going here a little bit and move these along by days. I mean, you can see here it is November 5th. They're still pretty well in alignment there now, aren't they? Yeah? And keep that going. You can see Uranus is there, but as we move forward, we can also see the moon coming around. You see the moon over there, yeah? So when the moon comes into this alignment, we're going to have Earth, Moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, all together. That's going to be like right around November 6, 7, 8 is when the moon is going to be in this full alignment. Very powerful. Very powerful indeed. So some other things that are going on just between now and then, as long as I've got you on the software here, is that we can also see right now that on Friday, okay, the sun is in trine to Neptune. Yeah? Let's look, pull back a little bit here. Okay. Couple of days from now, you can see this is going to be like this perfect triangle between the Earth, the Sun, and Neptune. That is the Sun trine Neptune. Yeah? And what else is going on? Well, Mercury, if we had the signs and the constellations out here, you could see that Mercury is going to be going into Scorpio on Sunday. So we have this great lineup of the Earth, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and of course Chiron is like right about, like I said, right about over there. It's in later degrees of Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces. Chiron is in Pisces. Uranus is actually in the sign of Aries. So if we had the signs out here, Aries would be here, Pisces would be over here. Yeah, you get that idea? I hope so. And of course we can also see this square going on. This is going to be going on all of 2016. Saturn square Neptune. Yeah, 90 degree to Saturn, 90 degree to Neptune. That's going to be just going on and on and on. You can see it if we really move this forward. This is going all through the year. We still have Saturn squaring Neptune. And here we're going to come into this alignment where, I mean, look at that. This would be this Earth, Sun, Neptune with Saturn going into the square there. And it's just going to keep going on and on until finally that... Nothing like playing with time a little bit. This is great, man. This is the great alignments here going on of, 2016. There is our beautiful Earth. Let's just turn her around a little bit. Nice, huh? Gaia, such a beautiful planet. I could give the whole Pele report just looking at Gaia. Our spaceship planet Earth. But I'm going to talk into the screen now. I'll go outside. Okay, well, you saw it with the software, right? Earth, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. The exact conjunction where Venus and Mars comes together is on Friday this weekend. And it's the third Venus-Mars conjunction this year of 2015. The first one was in early degrees of Aries in late February. And then they came back again in the middle of Leo. You may remember that in August. And now the third time. And this is in late degrees of Virgo. And there's something different every time. The next time Venus and Mars comes together is October 5th of 2017. So this doesn't happen real often. Venus conjunct Mars, the god conjunct the goddess, the masculine conjunct the feminine, coming together. And with Jupiter, the overlord, looking over. I mean, it's like, whoa, this is a really big time. And what is it about? I mean, if you can feel this energy, and it's like the masculine radiates out, and the feminine receives inward. The masculine fire and air rises up. And the feminine, earth and water, comes in and down. And so there is this breathing. It's the inhale and the exhale, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. It's this whole beautiful dance. And every once in a while, womb, they come together. And it's what? Birth. Birth. With Jupiter especially, this expansive birthing process. So this is a time of giving birth to a new, what? A new identity, a new self, a new paradigm, a new society, a new world. And the interesting thing is that it's in the sign of Virgo. And it's opposite Chiron in Pisces, which is about healing, purging, releasing, surrendering. And Virgo is about cleansing and cleaning and getting rid of all the non-essential crap and garbage. So this is like a birth process, where we're coming clean. Yeah? It's like a shower after you've been dirty for a week. Or a lifetime. It's like, so like this new birth is like, okay, you don't need that, and you don't need that, and get rid of that, and let go of that, and surrender that, and give up that, and get your shit together. It's not always easy. If we look at each one of these planets in Virgo, okay, Virgo is what? Analytical, categorical, perfectionist, like work at it, get it straight, analyze it. Does Jupiter want to do that? No. Jupiter's all about expansion and openness. So Jupiter in Virgo is kind of like, Jupiter just wants to like, let me out of here. And Virgo's, wait a minute, you forgot this and don't forget that, and you got to do this and you got to, and finish that before you go. It's a trip, right? Venus, love, affection, right? Sweets and chocolate and sex and love and juiciness and all this kind of stuff. And Virgo's like, oh, wait a minute. That plate is dirty. Wash your hands before you eat. Take a shower before you make love. And does Venus really, get off on Virgo? It's not easy, man. Mars. Charge, go, impulse, spontaneous, just like let it rip, act now, think later, go for it. Boom, put it in Virgo. Just a minute, please. Cross that T, dot that I, don't forget your period, you need a capital letter there, Virgo is the sign of initiation. And initiation is around consciousness, and it is around integrity, and it is around thoughtfulness, and it is, it's really being attentive. So to have this Venus, Mars, Jupiter conjunction in Virgo is like totally different than Leo or Aquarius or Capricorn or Taurus. You have to look at the bigger context of this situation. And don't forget the opposition to Chiron. Yeah? This is happening in this opposition, and this opposition says we want to really balance and balance and balance. And that this birthing process requires a healing process. And that before we come out, we have to go in and cleanse and clean and release and then, offer ourselves. Virgo is about this service and about giving and serving and sacrificing for the greater good of the whole and the greater good of humanity. So there's this whole kind of a condition and situation around this, around this conjunction that's going on here. And I think it also has to do, how can I say, the mantra for today is just about loving and embracing and coming out and doing this exchange, expansion and contraction. And it's like now is a time where we really consciously choose, what we engage with and what we want to shut out or ignore or avoid or deny. And all I can say is that healing involves unity, yoga, unity consciousness. This Chiron, this healing in Pisces, is about coming together and coming into oneness and coming into unity. And and with Virgo and all of this, Mars and the Jupiter, all this energy going on now, it can also be a time where it's like, no, I don't want to have anything to do with that. Things bother me. I am irritable. Okay, it's like, this is a problem, and I have an issue with you doing that. I don't like the way you chew with your mouth open. I don't like when you fart or you belch or or the way you drive. I can't stand it. Or so it's like we can also have this, where it's one of two things. We are bothering other people, Okay, so this can be a situation where, we get negative feedback, and people, and our partners or our relationships. We've got Black Moon Lilith, we got this North Node in Libra, and people criticize us. People, come back and say, I don't like it when you do that. We have a choice right then and right there. Close the ears, plug it off, plug it out, ignore it, and contract. And go in and withdraw. Shut out. Separate. Or open, listen, try to understand where they're coming from, what they're feeling, interact, and deepen the conversation. And maybe that goes back to when your mother did this or your father did that, or what fear do you have, that I'm triggering now, and you can really deepen the relationship. So we have these choices of opening when somebody bothers, when we're bothering somebody. And then there can be other times and other situations where people are bothering us. Like, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna lose it, and I just want to be left alone, and, I just want to be, I want silence, or I want to go to sleep, or I want this, I want that, and you want to just shut out and close off like the world is too much, you're being overwhelmed. And so then you can also want to go into contraction. But this healing process of Chiron and the medicine and the healing and this coming into unity consciousness is like surrendering to the world outside of us and surrendering to other people's needs and being available, keeping the heart space open. Not like, you pissed me off, you said the wrong thing, I'm not, see you later, hang up the phone, shut the door, I don't need your problems, and I don't need your, blah, 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 your negative energy. Oh, you're too negative. I'm going to, shut that off or shut that out. I mean, how healing is that? If you want to, how would you like it if you go to the doctor and the doctor goes, oh man, you are sick, I don't want to get sick, get out of here. So it's like when people bother you and when the world bothers you and everything, it's like expand into the contraction. You may feel like closing down, going off into Pisces, going into meditation, stepping back out of the world, not coming out of your room, not getting out of bed, just like, I'm too sensitive and it's all too much. And I want to encourage you during this time, stretch your heart open. Stay open, stay there, stay present with the other, and you will find magic. And birthing will come out of it, and new healing will come out of it, and relationships can be reformed and reignited and just like rebirthed. It's a real time of rebirthing. Because we all, I remember, if you're watching this video, you were already born a while ago. So it's more of a rebirth, Yeah. So the mantra for today, every single problem is pregnant with a solution that calls me to expansion toward embracing all creation. In every single problem, there's a solution, there's a key, there's a medicine, there's a healing, there's a potential, there's a possibility. It's pregnant. Every problem, every irritability, every anger, every emotion that we have is pregnant with a potential knowledge, a potential learning, a potential opening. And it calls. Yes, it calls. It calls us out. It calls me out to embrace all of creation. Not just what I like, and not just this little bit, and not just, I only like peas and carrots, and those are the only vegetables I eat. No, it's like embrace all creation. So that's, I'll just say it one more time and wrap it up, man. In every single problem, no, not in every single problem, Every single problem is pregnant with a solution that calls me to expansion toward embracing all creation. Every single problem is pregnant with a solution that calls me to expansion toward embracing all creation. Check it out. Give it a shot. Give it a try. Practice, practice, practice. It gets easier and easier and easier as you open, open, open. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.